Hi Capricorn, welcome to your November 2022 General Tarot reading. It's Raina here. I always talk about how in the past I would be like, oh my gosh, if I was doing a reading and it was the 3rd of the month, that was for that month, it was like unheard of because, oh, 2 cards came out, I'm going to put them both here. Just because it's really funny how these concepts that we have, how they can make us think that something is an ironclad rule. I mean, yes, I would have liked to have gotten this out by the 1st. I'm going to pick an additional card because of the nature of that card. But it really isn't. I mean, it's all good. So, anyway. The heart of the matter is the 8 of Wands. And this is a card to me of, the stagnant energy kind of dissipating and things starting to rock and roll. And I'm trying to think of, astrological associations. I think I'll tell you, since your ruler is Saturn recently went direct. It might be something like that where you feel all of a sudden that if you were spinning your wheels, that all of a sudden things are starting to speed up and you're having more opportunities. But there's also the element of the 8 of Wands where you have to grab it while you can. So if you get a job offer, if you're looking for work and you get a job offer, and you'll if you snooze, you'll lose because I think a lot of Capricorns are very deliberate in their actions, but sometimes it's like, okay, come on, do you want to do this or not? And if you hesitate, you might not get what you want. So you have to be prepared to act on the fly. In the past position, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So for some of you, that might actually be true, that you are in between jobs. And with this particular card, it could be that if you are looking for work, that you're not necessarily seeing things in a very positive light. You might be like, oh gosh, what am I going to do? I don't have, I'm not working right now. And being fear-based about it, being poverty conscious. And these kinds of things, of course, they happen because we, earth signs especially get like weirded out with those kinds of matters sometimes. And that's when affirmations and working with law of attraction can be good. I'm not one of those cultists that think that, law of attraction is going to save everything. But I think it does put you in a much better frame of mind rather than ruminating and worrying about things. I don't think that's helpful. The higher message, 2 cards came out, Knight of Pentacles. This is a card of that being in that zone of working, that good work ethic and consistency, I would say especially. It's associated with Taurus. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Well, those couldn't be more different. But the fact that they came out together suggests to me, don't ever be so much in a rut in terms of like what you're doing that you would neglect to approach these matters with a sense of adventure. So in other words, with that 8 of Wands, there might be opportunities that are out of your comfort zone. Are you going to take a chance, or are you going to be that Knight of Pentacles, like a Taurus, which is a fixed sign and very set in their ways, and that you won't do anything that you are not familiar with? And that could be the difference between taking that chance and doing something that is, um, that kind of like elevates you to a whole new level. I'm sure some of you have heard that phrase, how you frame things. When, let's say, you lose your job and you say, why is that happening to me? You say, why is this happening for me? And you see it as some kind of a blessing in disguise that maybe you don't know what it is. Obviously, it's in disguise. But by embracing it, embracing that there's something there for you, that you're able to make it happen, that you're not just someone who is sitting there and feeling as though you are a victim of something. What crosses you is the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles, I'm reading this as a reverse card, or the more challenging version, which would be the reversed King. Now, in the upright position, now I did pick it, I'm sure I picked it upright, but I just turn it to the side to indicate that this is the challenge. What this card represents in the reversed position is someone who has a price tag on everything. And that's kind of like with the Knight of Pentacles, that could be a materialistic drive within yourself that as an earth sign, you might actually possess to some degree. And the point being that this idea of you being able to grab some kind of new opportunity that comes your way could be marred, could be a little bit affected, negatively impacted by any kind of attitude that is on the materialistic level. So, for instance, let's say that you're looking for work and you get some offers, but they're not as much as you've made before or not as much as you've wanted to make. Sometimes that might happen, but it might be in a situation where you're afforded more freedom, where you have more creative license to do things, or more autonomy. The wands relate to autonomy. And sometimes that's way more valuable than making a few extra bucks. That you have more leeway, that you get to inject your own essence into what it is that you're doing more. And it could be in any type of work. And if you're too obsessed about the dollar amount, you might miss out on an opportunity. What's coming in? Ace of Swords, clarity of thought and being able to chart a new course. Could be a new mindset that helps you to navigate these changes. Clarity of vision is so important in manifestation. The outcome, I did pick an additional card because of the nature of this card, the Eight of Swords. So as you make your moves, maybe as you choose certain offers that are coming your way, and maybe it's even like romantic, who knows? There could be things that are holding you back, your conditioned ideas, the old tapes that are running that have to be changed. This is one of the interesting things. When you are up-leveling your life, there still may be ghosts or remnants of the past that are haunting you, that are causing that fear to creep up, or that doubt. And I think that is really commonplace, and why some people never really progress to the level that they want, because or have that continuous growth, is because they can't make that, they can't clear that hurdle. They are falling back on those old responses or ideas, and they end up playing small because it's a comfort zone. So there are ways to reprogram your mind. You know that what's his name, Joe Dispenza, that I don't know what they call him, mindset coach, but I mean he's a I think he's a medical doctor, but he's so great for some of those. Bruce Lipton is another one. I think he's a doctor as well. But they really talk about how you can rewire your brain. And so you can find free videos on that on YouTube. And then Seven of Pentacles. So this is about energy and what is the response to what you're putting into something. So again, we're ending here with Pentacles. This is your element of earth. And what I like about it is that it's kind of like you try something and you see if it yields the results that you're looking for. It's almost like a scientific experiment. If you have a new job and you take that chance and you take a job offer and you put proper energy into something, you see, does it pay off for you? If it doesn't, then you know that it's not for you, but you take that chance. You're able to believe that there might be something more for you. That's the expansive mindset. And I don't know if some of you are really getting involved with that, but it really helps when you're in that transition between the old you and the new you, to kind of have that material to fall back on to help you. Okay, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.